Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Wes here from the Imaginary Wes MiSENER, and today we're going to talk about tips for selling to retail stores. Say you're at the point where you've got some product and you're ready to approach the retailers. There's some pitfalls that I'm going to basically talk to you about in terms of selling to retailers. Like, probably one of the first ones, if you're a new designer and you show up to like a fashion retail store, is if they like what you do, they may ask you, like, can we try this out on consignment? I think you got to say no to that. They're going to take your product on consignment, give you a percentage. Maybe they get the wholesale rate at 20 and they sell it at 40, and they make $20 and they give you $20, but 3 months down the road, they pay you for what's sold. I don't think that's a good way to start with a retailer. I'll tell you why. They get your product, which you paid for free. Whether it sells or it doesn't sell, they're going to make money. And you have no guarantee whether you're going to make money, because if it doesn't sell, they just give you the product back and they tied it up for 3 months. You could have sold it to someone else. You could have, sold it at a market or to another store. And the other thing too is, when you open, with the retail store on consignment, then they'll never want to buy wholesale outright on terms or even just COD, because they're like, well, they're just going to get free product from you. So, that is a no-no. Consignment, I would say, if you go in, like, don't do it. And, the other thing, like, some people always say with the consignment, oh, I'm getting my foot in the door and stuff. No, you don't want to get your foot in the door that way. You want them to either buy the product, and either on terms or COD. I would suggest COD, for a small order. Because, when they invest their capital and clear up their shelf space to put your product in their store, they have the pressure to sell it. When it's on consignment, they have absolutely no pressure to sell it. It doesn't matter to them. It's like free inventory. So don't give the retailer free inventory. It's not good for you. And it's not even good for them, because they don't have the motivation to sell it, like if they were to buy it outright. So that's my first tip. That's probably the number one thing that you need to avoid when trying to sell to retailers. And that's very common. People are like, yeah, I did it on consignment, blah, blah, blah. And I would say, no, do not give the retailer your goods on consignment. If they don't want it, or, like, they don't have shelf space or they have too much product, go on to the next retailer. Find one that needs your product, likes your product, wants to invest in your product. This is a business. It costs a lot of money to produce inventory, so you need to get your money out as quick as possible. Another thing when you're approaching the retailer is go in organized. Have line sheets, have wholesale price ready. Have, like, if you have a minimum order, or if you have a lead time, like, if they place an order and you're like, I need 2 weeks to deliver it, have that all firm, have it all written down. Do not leave anything, do not be able to answer any question regarding the product and the delivery and anything for the retailer. Like, don't go in there using it as an opportunity just to talk. Like, have it firm, have your direction that, look, I want to sell this person an order and I want to get them the order as quick as possible. And like, if you're gonna and have all the financial stuff, like, figured out, your wholesale price. And if they try to move your wholesale price, have your bottom line wholesale price, like, per unit, based on the volume, the colors that you can offer, how quick you can deliver it, your terms as far as your payment terms. Is it like COD is cash on delivery. So they, when you deliver the product, they give you cash on delivery. I mean, another good thing as well, like, is if this is made specifically for them and say it's a big order, then maybe they can give you like 50% deposit to help with the production, because I know, these things all cost a lot of money, and the more you can get their firm commitment, like financially with your line, the better, because this retailer is serious about your product. They're gonna sell it. They're gonna promote it. They're invested in your company. So look at them as like a partner, and you're a partner to them as well. That you're going to supply them goods, and those goods are going to make them money, and so it's good for everyone when it's structured properly. So I would suggest COD. If you do want to offer goods on terms to a retailer, you're taking a risk. And I mean, give them 30-day terms, 60-day terms, 90-day terms. I mean, give them terms that are your business can handle. Expect, if you offer them terms, that they will stretch the terms. Like, say it's $5,000 and they need to pay you in 60 days. Expect them to maybe stretch that out longer, especially a smaller retail. Their cash flow is usually pretty tight. Having to pay their rent, their staff, and then also like covering all their inventory. So expect to get stretched out. I mean, I would suggest, if you're just starting out, to limit your exposure is do COD on the product. Now, the one thing is the orders are not going to be as big from the retailer at COD, like cash on delivery. Like, when they get things on terms, they tend to buy more aggressively, and they because they know they have a longer period to pay for the merchandise, and like they have, it's on credit, so they have a better opportunity to sell more of it and buy more of it because it's on credit. So COD is going to be smaller, but once they get the merchandise and you deliver it and they pay, then that's done. You don't have to think about trying to chase them for money. And trust me, retailers, fashion retailers especially, like, you're going to have to chase for money. So be mindful that if you offer them terms, that it could take 6 months to a year, depending on whatever, however much they've bought, and even on the performance of your product. Like, if it's not performing well, then they get reluctant to want to sell, they get reluctant to want to be paying off your invoice fast, because that's typically how it works with them. Is the best selling product, they pay the invoice off faster so they can get a resupply of that product, and all the other product, that's kind of moving at different speeds, they kind of pay the invoices that way, because they need to get more product from the top supplier of the product that's doing the best. So hopefully, if you get your product in the retailer, it's selling well, and they're ordering product like very regularly from you, and it's a good fit. So be organized. Don't self-consignment. If you're gonna do terms, expect to be stretched out with the terms. COD I would recommend for new brands. Like, the buys aren't going to be as big, but you get your cash out when you deliver it to the retailer. You get your money back, so you can start again. You can go to another retailer and manufacture some goods for them, and so you're not tied up. Your money is not tied up. You're not waiting months and months to get paid back from that order. So proceed with caution with terms. Be well organized when you go in. Have everything written down on paper, have all the pricing, everything in your mind, like, clear, and your bottom line price at wholesale, and your minimums and colors and what you can offer, and do not promise something that you cannot deliver. I mean, obviously, you may only get one opportunity with a retailer, so go in there, be very well organized, sell them that order, like just have it smooth as you can. I know obviously if you just start approaching retailers, it's going to take a while to, get yourself comfortable and stuff. So do the best you can if you're brand new to selling to retailers, but organization is the key. This is a pitch. This is like a business pitch. This is my product. This is the price. Like, the more you can, lay it out on the table clear, just like an elevator pitch, if you were trying to get investors for your business, it's the same. So, you wanna make a good impression, and you want everything to be smooth. And hopefully you book the order and you get a good order, and they're great retailers, and they help you build your brand, and you help the retailer sell product faster, and it's a good relationship. So that's what you're looking for, is solid relationships. Those are some of my tips for selling to retailers. You can send me an email if you have further questions. You can donate to some of my work. My Instagram is below. My online store is below. That's how you can find out more about my work. I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. There's more videos coming on fashion, some opinionated stuff, some technical stuff, some how-to sort of stuff as well. So thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you then.